It's going to be covering all the freight in the back of your truck. So in the event of an accident or a claim or a theft, you are not having to pay that broker or that shipper all of that money for the freight. You have probably seen a lot of your parts of the insurance policy you're looking at, or the quote that you have that's all about your truck and liability, but make sure you understand your cargo policy on your insurance. This is typically going to be within the same insurance policy. Sometimes you're going to have a different policy, but your cargo insurance is going to be protecting all the cargo that's in the back of your truck. Typically, you're going to have at least $100,000 worth of cargo coverage. Most brokers are going to be requiring that $100,000. Sometimes if you're doing something like car hauling or hazmat, or you're hauling something expensive like a helicopter blade, you're going to need more coverage than just $100,000. But everyone's going to be looking for at least $100,000 in coverage for your cargo. It's going to be covering all the freight in the back of your truck. So in the event of an accident or a claim or a theft, you are not having to pay that broker or that shipper all of that money for the freight. You have insurance, like for anything, so then you are transferring that risk away from you, and you wouldn't have to pay that out of pocket. Now, make sure you're reviewing it and make sure that when you're looking at loads and you're seeing how much those loads are worth, that you know that you have enough coverage, so that way then you'll always be covered in the event of any kind of claim. Now, if you are hauling something like household goods, you're going to have kind of a different insurance policy because you're going to have the federal filings on there. That's the BMC 34. That's going to be household good movers. So families moving across the United States, you're hauling all their stuff. That's a totally different thing, but you will need a federal filing for that. Typically, most cargo policies are not going to be issuing those federal filings because no one's going to be requiring that federal filing unless you're doing typically household goods or some other kind of more niche type load. That is cargo insurance. It is important to make sure you have it for sure, and it's reviewed to make sure it is adequate for your business.